Heyo, what is going on?
What's up, Yankee fans? How you doing? Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy here, joined with my fellows Yankee fan Danny Boy Reg, and welcome to this May edition of Bombers Banter here on the Sports Insanity Network. What's up, Reg?
What's up? Um, May recap for the Yanks. Um,
It's been a smooth bump month.
yeah, not the greatest month in the world, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Look, we all knew that there was going to be some type of adversity at some point. We would think it'd be June because it happens every June, but it happened in May. So we'll still take it. It is what it is. And can't wait to wrap up the month in Sacramento. So far, Yankees and A's have split the three-game set so far. They had the rubber match at 4 o'clock today, um, and stuff. But it started off well. Yankees won the first 4 games of the month.
Yes, they
Matter
did.
of fact, I think they went like 5 out of 6 to start the
Yes.
month. So like we were very excited about that, and we it was a pretty much a continuation of April, where they were just dominating and stuff.
Yes. Yes, it was. And what a month
Mm.
to begin. It was strong, but then it just died up. But then it kind of died off a bit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I think what it really came down to was obviously, I mean, there wasn't too many injuries. You had Freed obviously going down and stuff, but for the most part, they were healthy. I think a lot of it was, the Yankees were beating up really bad teams in April and into early May, and then they came across teams that are over 500. Um, that
And that's where they struggle with.
that they did struggle. Like for instance, they started off the month, they faced the Orioles. The Orioles aren't that good. They've been playing better of late and are in the mix in the wild card. But, let's be real about the Orioles. Like right now, they're not on the same level as all these other teams. And then of
Yeah.
course you have the Texas Rangers, also under 500, not very good. They're in the middle of the pack to the AL West. None of these AL West teams are except for the A's and Mariners, they're not really competing for playoffs.
No, they're not.
So then of course you get to teams like the Brewers, like the Rays, that are just simply better, and the Yankees can't find a way to win. They struggle against the Mets,
Struggle
as you
against the
know.
Mets,
Um,
which that was, and we had to hear it from all our Met fan
I
friends,
know.
which was sad. And but no, it's been a month of smooth bump. Then they split with the Jays,
Yeah, hated that.
and then it's a tied series against the Rays
Hmm.
because the Saturday game was rained out, and the and funny story about the Sunday game, um, when Judge hit the walk off 2-run homer. I was at my aunt's house for a Memorial Day barbecue. I was with my cousins. I was with one of my cousin, and when Judge hit the home run, we were like, "Yes, it's a Judgy blast!" And my cousin is holding, and my other cousin is holding his baby girl,
Yeah.
and the baby starts screaming. But she wasn't sleeping; we just scared her.
Aw.
Well, they're Met fans, so at least they got to see a real team. At least she got to see a real team. And 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 yeah, so that's a split series because the Saturday game was rained out, and that'll be made up in September. And then the Yankees broomsticked the Royals.
Yes.
That's always fun. And then they won Friday night in Sacramento, lost last night, and they're playing the A's in game three of this series this afternoon.
Yeah.
So, a mixed bag of a month. And here are my thoughts. Judge has been hot and cold, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. I mean, didn't he have like a streak of like 11 games? Believe it was without a home run or
Yeah, that's pretty cold.
yeah. Um, and of course he hit the walk-off home run last week against Tampa. So that was cool to see him get back on track. He obviously leads the team in home runs. So of course, in that aspect, that's great. But this is if you really think about it, Aaron Judge has been B plus at best.
And that's not good.
Well, I mean, B plus at best. You have 20,
Be-
almost 20 home runs. I mean,
okay, then you're doing all right
you're
then.
doing okay. Um, right now, Judge is hitting 248. Like I said, he has 17 home runs, I believe. 17, 18 home runs. And 37 ribbies. The 248 average. He's even down a little bit on the on base, though he gets on base quite a
What is
bit.
going on here?
I'm not too worried about that. The average has taken a bit of a dip, which I'm a little concerned about because we know Aaron Judge, um, throughout his career, hitting 270 and above is literally nothing. Like he can do that in his sleep. So he's been struggling a little bit this year. I would say I would call it a B plus F, and yet we're still getting tons of production out of him. So
Whoa, whoa, no, we are. We are. We absolutely are right now. But you know who's also been having a good month? Bellinger's been having a good month.
yes, good to see Bellinger in May.
Good to see a few belly bombs. Grisham's been having a goodish month.
He's been okay.
Yeah.
He hasn't been
That's why
great.
I said good-ish,
He
not
hasn't,
good.
yeah, he hasn't been great.
He's been having an okay month, but Bellinger's been having a good month.
Mhm.
So that's with the bats. The only people who can really hit are Judge, Bellinger, Goldschmidt, and Jazz, surprisingly.
Bellinger's hitting 296 with 5 home runs, 22 ribbies. He's also scored 18 this month.
Not great, but respectable.
296 with 5 home runs, 22 RBI. No, he's doing great.
Very respectable. Yeah,
It's pretty damn good.
it is pretty damn good. Um, no, Bellinger's having a good month. But the rest of the bats, I feel like they just don't come alive.
Well, being real with you, it's
Be real with me,
Judge,
Reggie.
it's Ben Rice, who's been great all year,
It's Belly.
and Bellinger.
Yes.
That's your three. If you want to include Goldschmidt, because he's also done pretty well, cool. Um, Like those are the guys that you know that are um that are doing pretty well. Another person that I want to give a shout out to, even though he's not necessarily doing great, I want to give a shout out to Anthony Volpe
Okay.
because Volpe, while again not the best, I kind of wish he was not with the team anymore. But I will give him this. In the absence of a Ryan McMahon production, and of course Caballero doing his thing, Volpe's actually been pretty solid. There's a couple three-hit games. He had one against the Mets where he had a few hits in that series. He cooked in the Kansas City series, including a game-winning RBI single. So Volpe is actually, when it mattered, has actually come through in big spots, even though, like I said, overall hasn't been necessarily great. But I will give him credit that when we needed him to come through, he actually has. So um just another thing to point out. Um Everyone else, I mean, Jazz still fairly quiet. Grisham has been okay, like I said. Um and nothing from Wells, nothing from McMahon. That bottom of the order is trash, dude. Like
Yeah, no, that is a
it
shit
it's
bottom
a
of the order.
disaster. It is a disaster to watch. Like not even any ways to set up the top of the order. Like every time there's like a big spot, you can't even set up a Judge to get some runs.
You
Ben
can't.
Rice to get some runs. Cody Bellinger gets some runs. Um, and then another thing is they keep stranding runners. Like even when they do, the big bats don't come through. So there's still a lot of issues they have to work out. Obviously, they got to stop leaving runners in scoring position. And the bottom of the order has to be better about getting on base and making sure that they actually help out the top of the lineup so that, they can score runs. So very interesting Yankee bats in May. Not the best approach, a lot of strikeouts, um, just not enough production, contributing to why they haven't had a great record this month.
Okay. Yeah, no, the bats have been garbage. Now let's switch to pitching.
Hmm.
Starting pitching has actually been good.
Yeah.
Warren's been good.
Mhm.
Schlittler, may I say it? Holy Schlitt! Schlittler's been good. Will Warren's been good. Rodon actually hasn't been too bad coming back.
Yeah.
Cole?
And I know it's a small sample size for Cole, and I know he hasn't really faced big time teams yet, but isn't it nice to see Garrett Cole go into the seventh inning and be untouchable?
Dude, it's brilliant.
Velocity's up. This is a guy coming off of Tommy John surgery. And again, you know, obviously a lot of pitchers throw harder sometimes off Tommy John surgery. Cole is one of those. Uh, I was worried about what I would see out of Garrett Cole due to he's a dog, man. Like he is really proving to us that he's a big game.
No, he really is. He is proving he's a big gamer. Now, Garrett Cole has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah,
He really has been. He's been absolutely phenomenal.
yeah. He's had two starts. Scoreless, I think in every single inning, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I
Um,
believe so, yeah.
Yeah, he's ERA zero.
No, he's been having a good year. Well, he's been having a good comeback so
Yeah.
thus far.
He's obviously pitched in at least 6 innings in both of his starts. He obviously had no decision against Tampa Bay, but in his Kansas City start, 10 strikeouts, like I said, no runs, and went into the seventh inning.
Correct.
He's a beast, man.
Yet,
Total beast.
yeah, no, but no, it's good to see the starting pitching is doing good. The bullpen, on the other hand, dude, not so much. What do you think?
I mean, I think the Yankees have a lot of issues with the pen.
They do.
I think the biggest one is not having a formidable closer. And look, I'm obviously this is not a necessarily a shot at Bednar for his ability to close out games, but you know, I just think that at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, I don't think he could be a closer long term. I think he's fine for right now, but if the Yankees at the deadline want to go after another closer, they should do that.
Oh, they absolutely should.
And then if you want to put Bednar in like a setup situation to get that pressure off of him, cool. Um, but yeah, no, the Yankees have a lot of bullpen troubles. I don't necessarily love this bullpen overall. Um,
No, I agree. No, I totally agree. No, they still have bullpen troubles. The bullpen is shite. It's absolute shite right now.
it's brutal. I mean, they give up a lot of they gave up a lot of home runs. They gave up a lot of runs in general.
Yes.
Like the bullpen cost has cost the Yankees a lot of games in May.
No, yeah, it has cost a lot of games in May, but you know what? It's the combination with pitching and batting. It's like when the pitching's good, the batting sucks.
Mhm.
It is. It sucks. So no, I think what needs to improve for what needs to improve for June? Bullpen.
Mhm.
I think Judge has got to get more in a consistent rhythm. What do you think?
Mhm.
Judge has got to get more in a consistent rhythm. He's got to keep, you know, he's got to get in the groove, Reg. He's got to get in the groove.
Mhm.
And Reg is like ready to smack me because he knows I have no rhythm. Um, it's true. I don't. Come on, Reg. We gotta get in the groove. Get in the groove. Madonna, don't sue me. Um, what was I saying though, Reggie? I forgot. Oh, I remember. Um, okay, so bullpen's got to get in the groove. They got to get in the rhythm here, and Judge has got to get in the groove, and the bottom of the order needs to wake up. That's my thing for June. What about you?
I think for June, like you said, I would like for the bullpen to not give up so many runs. Um, Obviously the hitting could be always be better. It could always be better. And look, the hitting end of the month pretty strong. So I can't necessarily, say they had the worst month on the planet. They didn't. So I like to see more production. I like to see more production out of that. Definitely more trustable guys in the bullpen. Um, it's gonna be hard because we already know what it looks like.
Yes.
So I guess Aaron Boone's just got to be better at identifying who can really be a strong weapon, a strong force for that pen. So it's a lot of that. I think the starting pitching has been phenomenal. You don't touch that. Yeah, I know Ryan Weathers didn't necessarily have a great day in Sacramento, but that's okay. Like, teams are going to get you, and he'll learn from it. He'll adjust, and I think he's going to be fine. He's been great so far. He has some really nice stuff there. Um, and then Max Fried's got to come back.
Oh, yes. Forgot about him. Max Fried, come back. No, if
Um,
Fried comes back, dude, Cole, Fried,
mm,
Rodon, Schlittler,
yeah,
Warren,
and
that rotation would be unstoppable.
this is hoping that the arm, his throwing arm, is not impacted too much. Because again, that was the issue, was this elbow. So the hope is that, you know, it hasn't really taken a hit where, you know, velocity's down, he has no control on his pitches, and we just hope for the best. So you're finishing off the month strong, excellent winning streak, starting with that last Sunday against Tampa. It carried over into the Kansas City series. And I'm pumped up for June.
I'm pumped up too, because you know what officially ends today, Reg?
Mhm.
What officially ends today is
The, ex- the excuses, one.
yes, oh, it's only April. Oh, it's only May. Like that ends today.
Yeah.
It's May 31st. Tomorrow's June 1st. That ends today. No
Yeah.
more excuses. We go full on from here.
Mhm.
Okay, now, my friend, it is time we go through June, shall we?
Yes. Uh, love these matchups so far.
I do too.
It's a mixture of man versus okay, this is actually gonna be a doozy.
We got ourselves
And
a doozy. I like doozies, do you?
yeah, I like them too. Right off the gate, we have Cleveland for three
Th-
at the stadium.
Three with Cleveland. Reg, what are we thinking?
Well, they definitely win on Lou Gehrig Day, so
Yes.
that's a thing. I say 2 out of 3.
You know what? I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
By the way, the third game of the series that Thursday is a matinee, 1:35 start time.
That sounds good.
Uh,
Yeah, sorry, I was somebody was texting me. I was
okay,
thinking out loud. No, I think 2 out of 3 would be good.
right.
And so yeah, I would say 2 out of 3. Next, three against the Sox.
They'll sweep them.
We're gonna sweep them.
I think so. What do you
So
think?
Reggie, we gonna broomstick?
Sure. Broomstick them. Why not?
You know I gotta bring out the broom for this one, Reggie.
Broomstick their ass.
And also I declare shenanigans. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Week after Monday, we faced Cleveland in the Bronx. We then faced them
Again.
in Cleveland. 6:40 start times in Cleveland. 1:10 matinee on a Wednesday. No, I think the Guardians have payback. They'll take 2 out of 3 from us.
You think 2 out of 3?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. The Guardians are a good team.
Yeah. And then we go to our friendly neighbors at the border.
Mhm.
Toronto, I think we can win this one. I think we can win this one. Payback for the series at the stadium.
Sure. I mean, we split against them, and the game. Then the games for the most part were pretty close. I'm gonna say 2 out of 3 Yanks in north of the border.
I think we can win that one. Next one, we go to Chi-Town. Oh no, we go back to the Bronx to face the Chicago White Sox.
Yes. And the White Sox so far, Bill, and obviously I have no idea what June has in store for them, especially without Murakami hurt his hamstring the other night. Um, White Sox have been good. White Sox are in the thick of the playoff race. Play very well. Weak American League, I will say, but nonetheless, they've done pretty well. I say the Yankees get the last 2 games. White Sox will probably get the first game. So 2 out of 3 total, but
You
uh,
think so?
yeah. But let's see. I mean, I think the Yankees on paper are better than the White Sox.
Okay. And next, yeah, no, White Sox. The Yankees will take 2 out of 3. Next, the Reds. Oh, we should sweep this one.
NL Central's wild though. Everyone's so close together. I think the Reds are the weakest. So
Two out of three.
no, I say the Yankees sweep 'em.
Okay.
Then the Yankees go to Detroit. 6:40 starts every night against the Tigers. Tigers are not very good. Let's
Sweet.
sweep. Let's sweep
Sweet.
this. Come on.
And then we ship back up to Boston. Whoa.
I'm gonna say they split this series.
Okay, yeah, I think that's fair because I think the Red Sox would be out for blood if we sweep them in the Bronx.
Yes.
And last one, this goes into July. Detroit again. I would say another sweep or
Yeah.
2 out of 3.
Either a sweep or 2 out of 3 for sure. Yeah. The Tigers have been miserable to watch this season. Uh
At least we're not Detroit.
Pitching has been awful. No production at the plate. Um let's go. The AL Central is horrendous. And thank God the AL Central sucks. That we could beat up all these teams
So
except
I
the
think we're
Dodgers.
gonna have a good month.
Yeah, I think this will be a much better month. I think it's a more favorable month. The only games that I'm worried about, if you really think about it, it's the Cleveland series and then the second Boston series I'm worried about.
No, I'd be worried about those two.
Yeah, both Cleveland series and the second Boston series um has me on edge. Cleveland, they have played very well. They are obviously at the top of their division, and like they're competitive against all these teams. Team that doesn't have a lot of big time payroll. They've been very competitive, so I give them a lot of credit there.
No, I do give them a lot of credit too. And yeah, so that is our prediction for June. Also, earlier this month, the Yankee family, we lost someone very important.
Yeah,
And of course, I'm talking about John Sterling,
yeah.
who
Um,
passed away in the beginning of May at the age of 87. So all we can say is because we talked a lot about him over this month, but what a life. He was basically for Yankee fans in our generation, he was the soundtrack of He was the soundtrack of. He was basically the soundtrack of us growing up listening to the Yankees. He was the soundtrack.
Yeah, the and we talked extensively about it when he first passed and how impactful he was to all of us Yankee fans who listened and watched him, really become the grandfather that we all needed. The person that was entertaining, that, you know, treated the business with respect, treated the Yankee pride with respect, and, he was just a memorable figure and legendary broadcaster, and he truly made Yankee baseball enjoyable. I remember talking about on our podcast, um, SIP wherever you get it. Um, I remember talking about how there'll be times where I couldn't even watch the Yankees on TV for whatever the reason could have been. No cable, um, power went out. We had a lot of issues growing up. Um, so I would pivot to John Sterling because the Yankees were always on the radio. Radios are free. Well, it would mean you have to buy it, but they're at the time they're pretty cheap. So, and we had a ton of radios in our house. So I turned on the Yankees, and that was how we consumed the baseball.
Yes.
And
Oh,
it, and
absolutely.
and for Yankee fans like me who didn't have much, sometimes it would be a whole season. Like I remember literally going months and months and months without watching cable because we couldn't afford it. But John Sterling was always there. So
Yes, he was. And his calls are just too many to count.
way too many.
From ball game over, Yankees win, the Yankees win, to Georgie Juice one, Bernie goes boom, burn, baby, burn, El Capitan. Sent a text message. Let the Gardy party begin. It's a Stantonian blast. Swishalicious. Like, there's just too many to count.
Yeah.
There's just too many to count. And he will be remembered. He'll be remembered. He was just such a great. He was just such a great guy. It was so much. It was always fun listening to him. It was just always fun listening to him, and and he will be missed.
Yeah, man.
He will really be missed.
Look how beautiful that patch is.
Yes, and they're going to be paying tribute to him all throughout the season with that patch.
Yeah. This was back on the 18th when they started wearing that patch. And then, of course, they invited his children and his whole family there too, uh, honoring the legacy uh, that it was. Look, he understood what it meant to be a Yankee. You show
Yes, he
pride,
did.
you show respect, and you have fun along the way. And, just like all of us, he demanded the excellence.
He
It,
did.
the Yankees being good helped make John Sterling legendary. I
Oh,
need people to
absolutely.
understand that. If John Sterling walked into the Yankee booth and the Yankees sucked all those years, not saying that he wouldn't be a legendary broadcaster, but what made him legendary was the fact that he was a fun, loving, incredible broadcaster for such great Yankee teams.
Yes. No, absolutely.
and his sound is everywhere. He's been part of the fabric for many years.
For many, many years, he's been
Many,
the
about, like I said, 4 decades of Yankee baseball.
no, 4 decades, and he just nailed it.
Yeah,
He just absolutely nailed it. And he was just so much fun. Like I just said, he was so much fun to listen to.
yeah.
He was so much fun to listen to, and it was just an absolute blast.
Mhm.
And he will be absolutely missed in the Yankee world.
Yeah. So another tip of the cap go off to John Sterling and his family, and we again sending all the love and good vibes. It's good. It's a tough time for them, um, and we thank you for setting an example of what it really meant to bringing baseball to life. And look, his calls they were must listen to on the radio.
And they absolutely were. They were the most memorable ones.
And he knew it too. That's the funny part. He knew they would get a nice traction, and it did. So yeah,
So rest in peace, John Sterling. We will miss you.
yeah.
So, all right, Reggie, guess what time it is?
Stump me.
Stump the Reg.
Stump the Reg.
Okay, well, I got two questions for you today.
Okay.
My first question, in light of Garrett Cole coming back,
Okay.
who who did who has the record
Hmm.
of the most wins of a Yankee pitcher returning from injury?
Returning from injury.
Yes. Coming off an injury.
Is it Andy Pettit?
No.
No. That was just a first guess. Like,
Okay.
um, thinking about.
You know, here's a two-part. Are you ready?
Okay,
Starter and a reliever.
it's a starter and a reliever.
Yep.
So this person was both a starter and a reliever.
No, no. One starter, one reliever.
Oh, one starter, one reliever. Gotcha. Yank wins off an injury.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Who's a great relief pitcher? I'm trying to think. It also hurt. Mike Messina.
No.
No. How close am I? Am I close anywhere? Am I
And for starter, you are not even close.
oh,
70s.
70s.
I'll
Okay.
give you a hint, but it might give it
Catfish
away.
hunting.
Nope.
No. You can give me a hint. Sorry.
Okay, it's gonna give it away, but
Oh no, no, don't do that. If it's gonna give it away. I don't want to give it away. Is it Gidry?
No,
No. Is it Mel? Mel
nope.
Stottlemyre? No. Jesus Christ. Um, was it like championship pitchers or was it like early 70s?
It was mid 70s.
That's tough, man.
You've heard his name more often than you think.
Ed Figueroa?
No,
Damn it.
let me just give you the hint.
Yeah, go for it.
There's a certain surgery named after him.
Tommy John.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, when he got back from after his injury in 1974, he missed the entire 75 season. When he came back in 76, he posted a 21-10 record.
Good for him.
And yep, my second question, since Tuesday we honor Henry Louis Gehrig.
Well, who's the reliever?
Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Reg. Well, no, I'm going to let you guess the reliever.
The reliever, um, how close is I on the reliever? Not close at all.
Who did you guess?
I didn't guess anybody. Shit.
Yeah, you didn't guess anyone.
Relief wins? That's a tough one. Mo. Okay.
It's Mariano Rivera. When he got hurt in 2013, he then came back and won 10 games that year. And that was the year, of course, was his final season.
Yeah.
All right. Now, in honor of Lou Gehrig Day, which is
Okay.
on Tuesday, here's a Lou Gehrig question. What what team did the Yankees play against the day Lou Gehrig announced he was when he took himself out of the lineup? Was it the Red Sox, the Giants, the Tigers, or the Senators?
I'm forgetting this too. Um, I keep forgetting the team that he played. The Senators.
Incorrect.
So he wasn't facing the Senators. Okay.
Okay, it's not the game he took himself out of the lineup.
Oh, it's not
Oh
the
no,
game
it
to.
is the game he took himself out of the lineup, not the game he made his speech. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, no, I got no, that was me. I got confused. So it's either Boston, so it's not Washington.
It was
So
not Washington.
so what was it? Boston. What were the other choices?
Giants,
Giants.
Detroit.
Or couldn't it it's not the Giants. Um, was it Detroit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
May 2nd, 1939. That's when he took himself out of the game, and the announcer said Lou Gehrig's streak has ended, and the place bursted into applause.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
At that point, it was very clear he was having issues stemming from ALS. So,
some say it started as early as 37 or 38.
mhm.
And yeah, and you know the irony of all this? You know who was at the game that day? Wally Pipp, who
Mm.
Gehrig replaced years earlier.
Wow.
But I think Wally Pipp is known more for who replaced him, Lou Gehrig, than his actual stature. But yeah, so that is yeah, but no, you're right. Around that time, the signs were starting to show with Lou Gehrig that something was wrong.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, the thing that I was confused about was that the game against the Senators, that was his last full official game.
No, that was the game he made the speech.
Oh.
He didn't play that game. That was the game he made the speech. But you know what's actually interesting about that? And I've said this before, that whole speech was improvised.
Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah. But which of course that's just isn't that the crazy part about it though?
Yeah, because he actually originally wasn't going to speak.
Right.
Fiero LaGuardia was there, other folks were there, and they all came to give their good wishes. When the ceremony was over, the technicians came on the field to take down the mics, and then Joe McCarthy, the manager at the time, he put his hand up and told them to stop and told, "Hey, hold on for a minute, guys." And then he went over to Lou Gehrig and whispered something in his ear, and then he pushed him to the mic, and then that's
Mhm.
when he gave what we now call the Gettysburg Address of baseball.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, he did all of that. He did all of that. That was all improvised.
Mhm.
And you know what's crazy? I used to think when I was a kid, Reg, when I heard that speech, I used to think when he said, "Today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth," I'm like thinking, why? What? The guy's dying. Why is he so lucky? But that video was not the whole speech.
Yeah. So, by the way, Bill, you're right. The game that he gave the speech was against Washington Senators.
Yes.
The final game that marked 21-30 was also against the Washington Senators.
Oh, okay. I was talking about the one that he took himself out of the lineup.
Yeah,
So,
which
okay.
was against Detroit.
I apologize for the confusion.
Yes. So,
I apologize for the confusion.
yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, I still got the answer right.
You still got
Um,
the answer right. I'll give that to
yeah,
you.
but look, Lou Gehrig's a legend. You know, like right now, I'm watching this young broadcaster, Sarah Langs. Anyone who has been following her over the past few years knows that she was also diagnosed with ALS. She was a rising star in the baseball world as a broadcaster, appearing on SNY, MLB Network. She has her own blog. She's a statistician like unlike anything I've ever seen before. And literally his impact on research. He doesn't realize it now because he's dead, and we'll never get to see the major medical breakthroughs. But people are living a lot longer than Lou Gehrig did when he had ALS.
Look at
Now,
Steve Gleason.
yeah,
He's had it for a
because
while and he's still with us.
because he he was the one, and this is why the disease is named after him. Like he was the one that opened people's eyes about it, gave it a lot of national attention. And over the past 80, 90 years, we've been doing a lot of this ALS research. And truly, truly is remarkable. And he's an incredible figure across baseball and very well deserving of his own day on June 2nd.
No, absolutely. And the true Iron Horse and the initial captain of the Yankees
Yeah. And can you believe like the Yankees never had another captain
until
until
Thurman
Thurman
Munson.
Munson?
That is correct.
Like,
Like, Joe McCarthy wanted to retire the position after Lou Gehrig passed away.
yeah.
And in 1970, I want to say it was 1976, when George Steinbrenner was with his advisors, he wanted to make Thurman Munson captain. And they said, yeah, Joe McCarthy retired the position, and there would be never be another captain. And he goes, well, if Joe McCarthy and Lou Gehrig met Thurman Munson, I think they would want him to be captain too. It really shows you with the Yankees captain that that's a position that's not just given willy-nilly.
Yeah.
It's not just given willy-nilly. Like they waited 4 decades
Yeah.
to give another. Like there was a 40-year gap between Lou Gehrig and Thurman Munson. And then, you had Guidry and Mattingly were captain, and then you had Jeter, and then there was only a couple of years between Jeter and Judge.
Yeah.
So this is not a position that gives out the position willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Like you got to earn that position.
I mean, Derek Jeter was captain for what, 10 years, 11 years, 12
11
years?
years.
You know, and then they didn't name one until Judge. So
You got to have moral standing to be this guy, to be a captain.
like it's
And
and it
Lou,
even took Judge a while. I mean, you know, that's the funny part.
what was that, Reg?
I'm just saying, like it took Aaron Judge a while to even get that title.
Yes, it did. All right, so Reg, I think that's it.
We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for always joining us. Um, Bombers Banter every month, exclusively on the YouTube channel. Um, and we'll be doing a June recap as well.
Yes, we
Um,
will.
just a fair warning. I'm in Knicks mode right now. They're facing the San Antonio Spurs starting on Wednesday.
So,
So, while the Yankees are still going to be on my minds and I'll still be rooting for them,
he's
um,
in Knicks mode, folks.
understand that this doesn't happen. This does not happen where the Knicks go into June and they're playing meaningful basketball. So understand that I might be a little out of the Yankee fever until July. And by then it'll be like midway through the season and All-Star break. So
Yeah. So if you want to know, go to www.sportssanitynetwork.com. Check out our podcast available on all platforms. Check us out here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. For Danny Boy Reginald, I'm Bill Corpus Crispy Murphy. Stay safe and take care. And go Yanks.
go Yanks, baby.